Okay, good day, everyone. I will now show you on how to run a multiple linear regression in SPSS. So, multiple linear regression is an extension of a simple linear regression. So, it is used when we want to predict the value of a variable based on the value of two or more other variables. So as you can see in your screen or in my screen, we have here the data. So in multiple linear regression, there are 8 assumptions. Okay. So first, let's set up the data. As you can see, so we have here the data view and we have the variable view. So here there's uh, for the age, weight, heart rate, and gender. Uh, they are the independent variable, and this VO2 max or the maximal volume of oxygen is the dependent variable. So next we have to uh, click analyze, then go to regression, and we have to click linear. So in the linear regression dialog box, we have to transfer variables to appropriate boxes. Um, Again, this VO2 max is our dependent variable, and this 4 is our independent variable. So let's transfer it. So your variable can be scale or nominal, but it cannot be an ordinal. Next, the um, we have to click the statistics. Then next we have to check estimates, the confidence intervals, and we have to set it on 95% level. Then we have to check on model fit, the descriptives, the part and partial correlations, the collinearity diagnostics, then also the residuals, which is the Durbin-Watson, and the case-wise diagnostics. So for our outliers, we have to set it on 3, standard deviation. Then we have to click on continue. Then we have to click plots. Then we have to check on histogram and normal probability plot. So also this produce all partial plots. Then click continue. Then we have to click save. So here is a linear regression save dialog box. In the predicted values, we have to check the unstandardized. Then for the residuals, this 4, we have to check this student ties. Then this student ties deleted. After that, we have to check the cooks and leverage values. What else? Okay, that's it. Mhm. Then we have to include the covariance matrix. Then we have to click continue, then click OK. So here, as you can see, um, so this is our data. Okay, and you are also able to see this data. So let's proceed to the output. So here, for the model summary, these are the correlation coefficient. So the Durbin-Watson, and this is the coefficient. Here, the table for the collinearity statistics. So must be greater than 1. Then for the correlations, you have to check that there should be no correlations that is zero point 0.7 and up. So what else? Here, the R column represents the R, or the multiple correlation coefficient. So this R can be considered to be one measure of the quality, the prediction of our dependent variable, which is this VO2 max. And for the ANOVA, um, this F ratio, uh, will test whether the overall regression model is a good fit for the data. So as you can see, this multiple regression was run to predict the the maximal value of oxygen from gender, the weight, what else, the heart rate. So these variables is or statistically significantly predicted the maximal value of oxygen. So all four variables added statistically significantly to the prediction, which is p-value is less than 0.05. Okay, I think that's it for the multiple linear regression.